completely mindless and, you know...
Okay.
Basically people who accept everything they see.
We're doing a
Yes.
couch-themed in the car. Because reasons. Screw you. We can be comfortable if we want.
Yeah.
Just as long as we don't make a habit of this.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, we won't.
I did like that photo. Okay, so Jurassic World.
Oh my god, it was fucking awesome.
So these two liked it.
So good.
These two were ecstatic.
And you know what? We don't hate it.
But, I
We
mean...
didn't hate it. It's just, we are not on the same page as these two.
Yeah, I mean, and for some background, I
saw the first Jurassic Park 3 years ago.
Yeah, I didn't see the first one until 3 years ago, and I've never seen the 2 and 3.
You don't need to.
And even though I have the books, I have not read them yet.
I don't even know if you need to do that.
Why?
Steven.
Just because I never got to them.
Stuff done.
I never got to them. Well, okay, I don't personally own them, my dad does.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. Well, okay, so I would say that this movie was really, they nailed it in terms of entertainment factor. They pretty much had almost like a mix of like SeaWorld and sort of just like a safari kind of feel to
Well,
their theme park.
Yeah, the new, the new,
we got that
was,
from the trailer.
The new park was cool.
It really
It was cool.
It was built on
I
the
would've
island.
gone.
It was built on the island from the first movie. They were back on Isla Nublar. For the love of God, so many Easter eggs and references back to the first movie.
I don't even want to
I
call
love the one guy.
Jay, those were not Easter eggs. Those were in your
Those
face
were just like
references.
habits.
Yeah.
Those were just in your face references. Like the kid,
That
the,
still counts as an Easter egg.
no,
it's, hey,
and-
look at this.
An Easter egg is a thing that you have to go looking for. It's a
Yeah.
special treat. A reference is in your face.
Oh, I've
Yeah.
got to throw those flowers out.
Whatever.
That's-
References to the first movie.
A lot of
So
them.
many.
Like
The
kid-
Jeeps! The Jeeps that were destroyed by the freaking T-Rex. The Goggles the little boy, whatever his name was.
I mean, it
The,
was
the
great.
freaking
The
complex
Goggles.
where the final battle between the T-Rex and the Raptors happened.
Yeah,
and the
you
banner
saw that,
fell.
right? You saw that when the T-Rex, like, literally, or the Indominus Rex, literally stands where the T-Rex stood and goes, "Ah!"
Oh
Like,
yeah, spoiler alert. Mute the video if you don't want to hear it. Shut up.
What?
They
Indominus
created
Rex.
a
No,
new
it was a-
dinosaur. They spliced the
Like
DNA of a
No,
velociraptor
like
and a
when it was standing
T-Rex.
in the,
And also a cuttlefish and a
oh,
tree frog.
okay, I got it.
At least.
That they told us.
Yeah, that's the thing. At least.
So basically, you get some people that
There's
are
this
very
whole
power
little
hungry.
subplot where they're like, I bet we could turn dinosaurs into weapons. And that makes about as much sense as Wayland Yutani being like, hey, I bet we can turn this uncontrollable alien species that kills all our scientists into a weapon.
Well, it's just
I'm like, or you could make laser guns. That seems much easier.
Well, it's just like Chappie when the
Yeah, it's just like in Chappie where the guy's like, I built this Ed 209 looking motherfucker that has jets and rockets. I'm gonna sell it to the police force. Or, stop me if you've heard this one, the military that you used to work for.
because they want something like that.
It's just the sort of like, any normal human being would have been like, you want to use wild animals in terrorist insurgency combat.
Yeah.
What?
So that was a dumb plot.
You
I mean,
know,
there needed to be a reason why they wanted to make a T-Rex more deadly.
But still.
And I guess just the reason wow factor wasn't enough.
Oh, and hell of an intelligence level.
I would have been fine if they just stuck with wow factor.
Yeah. I mean, just like, let's bring more people in.
Oh yeah, let's put 20,000 tourists on the island, then let everything out.
I do gotta say though, like, okay, so the Indominus Rex gets out because it has the ability to hide its heat signature, which you think it would have discovered before now. But whatever. It has the ability to hide its heat signature, and they're like, holy shit, it's not in the pen. Where the hell is it? So, like,
Then it leaves claw marks on the door to have them think it climbed over.
But then they're like, so she's like driving back, and she's like, where is it? Where's the tracker? Check the tracker. We embedded in its back. And they're like, it's in the pen. What are you freaking out about? She's like, but then like the other guys went into the pen, and I'm like, you didn't actually see if this thing left. Like,
Yeah, but
you
like,
should not have gone in there.
they saw the claw marks, and then they saw that someone else had already gone into the fucking pen, so they're
No.
like, well, shit.
I would have been more like,
No.
did anyone see the 40-foot tall dinosaur leave
That's,
the pen.
that's the thing. If someone
No,
would
no,
have
no.
noticed that it was gone.
But the thing is remember they added the they added like the heat thing to the genetic genetic formation or whatnot, but they also added the ability to camouflage itself.
Yes, but
so it was effectively hiding itself.
Yeah, but they should have been like, don't go in there. We don't actually know that it's out of the cage.
It's limited camouflage. It would not have been able to hide right outside the cage
while it was climbing the cage.
Especially because there was an open area right in front of it.
Yeah.
It would not have gotten out without people seeing it.
So
going in the cage is
you know what? Claiming plot holes. If you've seen the Nostalgia Critic do the first Jurassic Park, there's a lot of plot holes in that movie that you just never noticed because it was really engaging.
Yeah.
So, I'm not going to begrudge at plot holes. Chris Pratt was good. Not as good as Guardians of the Galaxy, but...
But that
Two different
Guardians of the
characters,
Galaxy,
two completely different movies.
Yeah, but... okay, so... Owen, whatever his name is in this movie.
It was Owen...
something.
Brady,
Owen Wilson. Owen Wilson.
What?
Owen Wilson was... I know it wasn't Owen Wilson. I'm just making a joke. Owen Wilson was inferior to Star-Lord.
Two completely
But
different
it's a
characters,
different character, it's a
completely
different
different
scenario.
personalities.
Right. I mean, the whole
Just
thing.
don't get your hopes up that it'll be Star-Lord in Jurassic Park, because that would be awesome.
No, he still makes a few jokes returning back to when he was Star-Lord.
A couple of them a little sexual harassy to his boss. Although, to be fair, they did go on a date, so I guess that line was a little blurry for them.
Yeah. Although I was really expecting a second date line at the end.
What kind of guy shows up to a date wearing broad shorts?
Then we better
That's
stay
odd in
together.
Central America.
I was expecting like a direct second date comment.
You're expecting
go
that
out
to be
with me.
followed up.
Yeah.
Go out with me, I'm a woman. I can't leave you alone.
No,
now.
just to say something like either she said, I'm ready for that second date, or when she asked, "What do we do now?" he said, "Well, I think a second date's in order."
Yeah, but
that would
remember
have been a good closer.
Yeah.
Okay, if Resident Evil has taught me anything, surviving shit like that usually brings people together.
No, that's what Speed taught me.
Or
That's what just about everything teaches you.
Well,
Yeah.
Speed draws attention to it. Like
Yeah.
she's like, that's what I learned in Psych 101. Stressful situation, relationships based on stressful situations never last.
Anyway, so
See how I'm doing these things. I don't know why.
God, I don't know what to say too much because like the first 2/3 of the movie was really boring.
first 4/5 of the movie.
Oh,
I'm
my
gonna stick
goodness.
with 2/3 because once the dinosaur action kicked in, it got pretty good. Hey, Ant.
See, I was still.
Could you not eat a kill it on my carpet? Thank you.
Could you not freak out?
She
You know what? I'm actually not freaking out.
But anyway,
This is a
anyway.
freaking record for me.
Anyway, I was bored for most of the movie, and that's rare for me. Normally, I can at least engage in the movie somewhat. I was bored.
Yeah, we noticed about halfway through the movie, Alex looks over at me. He's like, "Do you know where Steven went?" I was like, "Ah, shit."
I
I
told
don't
you
know
where-
where he went.
I told you where I went.
you know he doesn't listen to other people. It's like worse than me.
See, but I thought the movie really. See, it works almost as a standalone movie. It can kind of work for, if you didn't see the other movies or if you didn't read the books, you'd still be able to see this movie and fully enjoy it.
That's all of them though. Like I'd say except for Jurassic Park 2, all of them work by themselves. I mean, obviously the first one does.
Yeah.
I
I was
love
like,
that they kept,
you need to have read the books to understand the first movie. That's a poor excuse, and you know it.
Yeah.
I love that they kept mentioning John Hammond when the actor who played him died, unfortunately, last year.
It was Santa Claus.
Yes, he was.
It was Santa. It was everyone's grandpa, Santa.
And he brought every little boy the present they wanted most.
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
I can't even I was huge. I was huge into science in general as a
I mean,
kid.
just because it's the survival aspect that I built for myself, it's for the love of God. I was enjoying the movie, but I could not stop yelling at the people doing stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Not actually yelling because there's people around me yelling in my head. Stop doing that. you're gonna die, you're gonna die, you're gonna die.
See, and that was part of what pulled me out of it. Was I'm like, okay, you know, dead, wait,
Black guy
dead.
lived. That was a
Yeah,
shock.
the black guy lived. No, even better. The black best friend lived.
Yeah, the black backup character to the white male lead of the movie.
That's like a
lived.
record.
That is a record. I gotta say, I was not digging. Like, I think the reason Steven and I were so bored is because we had zero interest in all the subplots that were supposed to keep you engaged for like the first two-thirds of the movie.
Yeah.
Like, once the dinosaur action kicked in, we could lose ourselves in the dinosaur action.
This is basically the exact same thing as Godzilla 2014. No one cares about the Marine trying to get home to his family. We want to see Godzilla
you know
fuck
what?
up other monsters.
You know what? That's a good comparison. That is a good comparison.
Only difference is Jurassic World has a lot more dinosaur action than fucking Godzilla did. Don't get me wrong, still love it. I love Godzilla.
Except
The,
for
The stupid Marine and his family. I don't
no,
care about
I'm thinking like the 2000 one.
No, the one that came out last
2014.
year, 2014.
No, but I'm saying you look at Godzilla, except for that one that was like 99, 2000.
98, Matthew Broderick.
That one.
Yeah, I've just stopped.
Yeah, fuck
I just
that movie.
refuse to admit it exists.
It
It's
doesn't
over.
even count.
Yeah.
In fact, did you know the Japanese company that owns the Godzilla rights?
Bought the rights to that one just so they could kill it.
Yep.
Oh yeah, glorious. I have it on my iPod.
Showed up in one of their movies, and then
Oh,
it was
speaking
exploded.
of the Japanese, the Asian dude from the first movie who was hatching the raptor eggs has come back. Same role, just different company owns Jurassic Park now. And surprise, spoiler, he's one of the bad guys. Woo!
Yeah, but you know what?
Doesn't die though, so that leads me to believe they might try and make another one. I hope not.
Oh,
I feel like that ending scene.
guys, I'm sorry. Chris Pratt's already signed on to do 2 more Jurassic movies.
Woohoo!
Really?
You actually
I'm
look
not
for it?
even kidding.
Really?
So he's basically
No,
going to
but
be
you
the
know
next
what?
Dr.
That
Grant.
ending scene with the T-Rex, you knew at that point they were going to make a sequel.
But why?
No,
Was
they
it
had
him?
to throw the
It's
T-Rex in there.
fine.
They had to.
Just
Well,
leave
yeah,
it.
like that was how they, well, part of how
I was
they
gonna
killed
say the
it.
part where I knew they were gonna have more movies is when the Asian guy gets away on the helicopter and they take away all the dinosaur DNA.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's how you know they're gonna have sequels because they
You
made
know
a
what,
point of
like,
showing you that
what
they got all that
the fuck
stuff out.
why would you take the fucking dinosaur eggs overseas
No,
to
no, the DNA.
or the DNA?
Yeah, it wasn't the eggs. It was
Oh, I was
Because
gonna
there's
say,
a
you're gonna
lot
take the
of
fucking
money
eggs
in
and you're
it.
just gonna let them loose over the. Okay.
No, there's a lot of money in it, and they got the DNA, not the eggs. But
And
it's
to
just-
be fair, when the guy who wanted to weaponize the Raptors, that's actually a valid
That was
point of
Vincent D'Onofrio.
view. I know.
That
Who
was?
this was that?
That was Vincent D'Onofrio.
I did not recognize him.
I only recognized him because I saw a lot of him in Daredevil.
But when he wanted to, that's actually a good point too. It's stupid, but if you manage to control them and weaponize the Raptors, those are predators to the definition of the word. You let those loose on your enemy territories.
I mean,
yeah, bullets
no.
are still gonna win.
I'm
But
sorry,
they're
but
gonna cause some
there's
damage.
not much difference between releasing weaponized raptors on the enemy and releasing weaponized tigers. There's really not much practical difference. Like, okay, yeah, raptors are pack hunters and they're a little bit smarter than tigers, but in terms of like kill potential and vulnerability to bullets, you might as well just be sending in a
Yeah,
squad
but
of
you know
tigers.
what you could do?
Well,
like,
tigers
if
you can
have
actually get
to-
your hands on a lot more easier than an
Yeah, I
extinct creature.
feel like tigers would be cheaper.
Speaking
Yeah.
of extinct, that line at the opening, extinct creatures have no rights. They're not extinct anymore. Exactly.
No,
you just
the-
shot
shit.
down your own point.
Yeah.
No, the line that really stuck out to me was the Asian guy said, ever since the beginning, we've been mixing and matching and putting in DNA to fill in the gaps, and even if we did find a pure strain, it wouldn't look right and you wouldn't like it. I'm like, I feel like that line was written specifically for the people who are going to whine that the raptors don't have feathers.
Yeah, but you know what? There's so much truth to that. I mean, since the beginning of time, we've always wanted something bigger and better. So I could see how, definitely they're tinkering a little bit more with.
Like Yassi said, the search for monsters.
Yeah, the search for monsters.
Sure.
We went all the
Search
way
for
to the
monsters.
fucking moon to see if we could find some damn moon spider monsters. Nope, didn't find them.
Yeah.
Hell, not even Yahtzee. Eddie Izzard had that same routine and something.
But yeah,
So
so
wouldn't it have been great if we were on the moon and like Neil Armstrong was like, "This is gonna be funny." Oh, the monster's got me! Because the camera was fixed on the original Apollo missions.
Yeah.
He wants cash. Leave it by the Sea of Tranquility.
Glorious, glorious person, that guy.
That Izzard is damn funny.
Yeah,
Go
it
watch
is
some more.
amazing.
So, but no, like, Steven and me, I think we can say pretty definitively, the kids were... They weren't bad or anything,
Because there's
but
a
every
kid
little...
in every Jurassic Park movie.
They weren't bad or anything, but every little subplot related to them. The older brother is like, he's checking out girls even though he's got like an overly devoted girlfriend waiting for him at home. The little brother's all worried that his parents are getting a divorce.
Which came out of nowhere.
Which came out of frickin' nowhere.
But you know what? Okay, actually, in the beginning of the movie, you can definitely tell that there is tension between the parents.
Yeah, but that
The
still
dad
came the
makes
fuck
this
out of
smart-ass fucking remark.
Okay, but that...
And they just happen to be sending these kids away.
Okay, but that does not properly set up divorce talk.
But I could definitely
You know what does,
say...
though? I mean, not to belittle the movie's entire plot, but... I'm sorry, it just falls under common sense. Who sends their children alone to a theme park inhabited by fucking dinosaurs?
Well, you send your kids
But
alone
you know
to
what?
a theme park when
The
your
mother's
sister runs it.
there.
Yeah.
Does
And you
not
can
run it. Overseer. Big difference.
And you can get free VIP passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like... So
And one of your kids is huge into dinosaurs. I feel like that was an easy pick.
Yeah, like that was an easy choice, but the divorce talks were not set up properly. It came out
And
of
there
left
was
field.
like a whole like subplot,
total
like,
left field.
the thematic arc for the overseer lady was that she needed to be more motherly, and I'm like,
No.
she
Not really.
doesn't have to be.
Oh yeah, you have this incredibly high-paying job that's basically, if it succeeds, is guaranteeing your entire future.
And she,
Oh, you need to be more feminine, though.
yeah.
You need to settle down. It's starting to really piss me off. This is why I love Tyler
Although
Mizaki
she did
so
have
much.
that good moment where she's like, okay, I'm gonna go get the T-Rex, so just wait here, I'll be back, I'll be bringing...
I was honestly expecting her to die right there.
You know, like where she's like holding it and I'm sitting there thinking...
Start
You
running
are
now.
going to die.
Start running now. Start running now.
You are
She
going to
waited
die.
way too long
Yeah,
to start running.
because then what I was saying, and that they couldn't hear me because I'd moved, was if once that thing gets up to speed, you're dead.
Yeah, they go... That
You
thing
do
was-
not outrun something like that. It has a much larger stride than you.
Yeah.
Literally, the stride is bigger than your body.
And, I'm glad they had the whole raptor battle with one of the raptors surviving. But I'm sorry, no. One got shot with a bazooka, you're dead. One got eaten, you're dead. One got clawed through its body, that one's dead.
Alright, so,
Upgrades me at different points.
I don't know where we, ran out of memory. I'm just gonna have to splice this together.
Yeah.
But,
We were talking about the...
so-
I was talking about the raptors
Yeah, the
still being alive
the
after
ra-
bullshit.
The Raptors were, Blue, Charlie, Delta, and
Echo.
Echo. And they were they were Chris Pratt's Raptor Bros.
Yeah.
Motorcycle
Well,
raptor bros.
actually, several of them were females.
They were all
They
female.
were all female.
No, I thought Charlie was male.
They were all
No,
female.
They were all female. Because isn't that the whole thing of Jurassic Park? Is that
Yeah,
they're all
they,
female?
Yes.
they make them all one gender.
That's
so
how
that-
they can control the population.
And also,
Although in the first movie that didn't work out so well.
well, I imagine they worked that out.
I mean, they do have a whole new lab. Like,
But so the Raptors actually
Oh yeah,
were
spared no expense. That line was in this movie too.
So
They spent
the
no
Raptors have been upgraded from villains to fan favorite buddy dinosaur because everyone loved the Raptors. So they're just like, well, we're just gonna have the Raptors be the good guys this time.
Which, okay,
kind of.
sure.
I mean, it's.
I mean,
it works.
yeah, I will say that they were like, okay, yeah, they are on our side, but they're also wild animals and not really controllable. So yeah.
Well, see,
Although
what
they did bring up an interesting point that I wish somehow could be tested. I mean, they were pack hunters, so obviously there has to be a leader. There has to be the alpha male.
Well, yeah, that's what Chris Pratt's original.
But
role
I
was
mean,
with
they're
them.
still very wild, very vicious creatures in a world that they should not be a part of. So
Yeah.
So
you know-
who would be their new alpha?
I'm just saying, I don't think that would really happen.
Probably not.
And you saw at the beginning of the movie, they tried taking a bite out of him.
But you know
They
what?
tried.
He's smarter. He raised them. So I think it's kind of like raising, I don't know, raising dogs. Like the way
No,
he
it'd
was
be
trained.
more analogous to raising wolves.
Yeah.
Wolves are much bigger, much more powerful, and
Maybe a little bit.
Also
Much
a little
less
harder to
domesticated.
tame.
now fully possible to tame them.
Yeah.
There are multiple people in the world who own wolves as actual pets,
Oh.
and they are very loyal and not eat your owner's facery.
Yeah. But they'll eat anyone else's face.
Oh yeah. Well,
But
I do feel like Blue was the last one standing, though, out of all of them.
I guarantee you.
yeah, there's a big Indominus versus T-Rex versus a raptor fight. The raptor and the T-Rex team up
Because
against
basically
it.
there's 3 raptors that fight it, and they get their asses kicked.
Because of course, I mean, they wouldn't even in
Yeah.
reality they probably wouldn't have even tried
Yeah.
with that many.
Well, technically it was 2. One went up first and immediately just got bitch slapped.
Yeah. So then the girl goes to get the T-Rex, and it starts fighting and is about to lose when the last raptor comes up and distracts it long enough for the T-Rex to start wrecking it.
And to be fair, a T-Rex, with minus the fact that it had no claws, is really hard to beat in a fight because it clearly had better jaw strength than the Indominus.
Yeah. So the T-Rex was the only thing with any chance of going toe to
Which
toe
is
with it.
funny because then the one that gets the kill is a fucking water dinosaur.
Yeah. The giant one.
Giant fish.
Yeah. The
Which
giant
I
one
could
from
have
the trailer.
sworn was a Chronosaurus. Like, maybe I'm just misremembering my big atlas of dinosaur books. I gave it to some neighbor kids a long time ago, so I can't really go back and double check. But I could have sworn that fin and jaw structure was a Chronosaurus.
I
Yeah,
couldn't
but
tell
you know, I'm pretty sure they also took a little bit of like creative liberty with that.
I couldn't
Maybe.
tell you.
I mean,
don't know
it's
if
not
they're
like that was the only variety that was shaped like that. So maybe they picked one of the lesser known, or I don't know.
Again, lesser known. Like, even if they did tamper with it a little, it's not a lot of people are going to know that.
I always thought the cooler ones were the ones with the giant long snake necks, the ones that the Loch Ness Monster are based off of.
Yeah, but it
Plesiosaurus?
really wouldn't have been able to.
No, that would have been useless against the Indominus, but I just always thought they were really cool looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have just rose its head out of the water and started pecking it.
Yeah, that whole scene.
Nessie, use peck!
That whole scene where the pteranodons attack the civilians. Yeah, a lot of people died in that scene. Like a lot
so
of people.
many people
Yeah.
died.
Like they kind of breeze over it, except for that one lady who's only like she's an assistant to like.
Oh my
an
god,
ant-man, and
that
she
poor
just
woman.
she dies, and they make you watch, and I'm like, Jesus, movie.
Yeah.
Even the original, when people died, you didn't really see it. You just saw like their leftovers.
I think you officially only saw one person die in that movie.
I mean, I guess there was Newman, but that was like a shaky car death.
No, the only person you actually watched die directly was the lawyer in the bathroom.
Oh, yep, that was him. And they spent the whole
In
movie.
24 hours, I'll be accepting your apology.
And they spent the whole half of the movie setting up you not liking that guy.
Yeah.
We barely had any time with that assistant lady. Apart from the fact that she was on her phone a lot.
Yeah.
Disposable character, no one cares.
Yeah, I couldn't get into this.
Oh, and I so called it too when the Indominus was attacking the children in right before it attacked them in the hamster ball.
Well, I heard
The
you
phone
say...
was vibrating. That thing is gonna hear that.
Well, see, and I heard you say something about it being T-Rex and Raptor.
Well, it's the only explanation for it being that damn intelligent.
Right.
That's not... Oh, whatever.
What?
That's not really how brains
Minutia.
work.
It's,
But then again, this whole movie is not really how DNA works, so...
Yeah. And just...
Not worth getting
none
worked
of
up
those
about.
movies were how DNA worked.
No, it's-
Not worth getting worked up
I mean,
about.
for what it is, it's a pretty good movie.
It's a decent action flick, but honestly, go see Mad Max. Go see Avengers.
Oh my God,
it takes
no
too.
way.
It takes too
No.
long. You're seriously gonna say Jurassic World is better than Mad Max?
Fuck yes.
I'm gonna abstain because I haven't seen Mad Max.
You need to see Mad
You
Max.
need to see Mad Max.
You're gonna like Jurassic World more than you like Mad Max.
I'll put
Why?
it to you.
How could you
Because
possibly?
Jurassic World at least has a fucking storyline that you could follow to start with.
Oh,
What
it's Mad Max
storyline?
about it.
People are on an island filled with dinosaurs that will eat them. They
Okay.
try to not be eaten.
Mad Max hits you over the head with the story all throughout.
Quite honestly, Mad Max was literally Borderlands with a little bit of action.
Because that's what Mad Max is. Borderlands was based on Mad Max.
Yeah.
You know what? I can appreciate that. I just still think that
Borderlands is
Jurassic
such a
World
great
was
game.
better than Mad Max.
And Mad Max is such a great movie.
Which means
Borderlands is
Jurassic
based
World
on
is
them.
fucking awesome.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I mean,
gotta go see
okay,
this
so you understand why Steven and I are bored. The subplots, the characters, they don't engage like they should.
Yeah, I'm
the dinosaur action is good. The dinosaur action, like, in the last, 20 minutes when the T-Rex and the Indominus and the Velociraptor going at it, it's big, it's boomy, the main characters are trying to not die.
Yeah, like
You're
that-
invested.
Here's how I'm about to probably make this movie lose some points. If you took out most of the main cast and threw in Jeff Goldblum again, the movie probably would have been a little more engaging, because at least it's a character people are familiar with.
Right. It just like the.
But the kids, like,
it
keep
was-
Chris Pratt just because, but put in
Right.
Jeff Goldblum in the place of anyone else, and it'd be like,
Yeah. It's,
Better.
It is shocking to me the amount of people who say that Mad Max had no story. I'm like, were we watching the same movie?
apparently not.
I haven't seen it. I wouldn't know.
No, it's not just you, honey. My parents said the same thing,
But
and I
they-
keep hearing people say it's like.
Your parents are old. They don't understand that kind of film.
Oh
Beat
my
you
god,
over the
but
head with
honey,
it.
you understand Mad Max because you saw the other movie.
That literally has nothing to do.
No,
with
because I did not.
it literally has.
I
nothing
saw
to
no
do
other
with it.
Mad Max movies.
This movie, Mad Max, had nothing to do with the other Mad Max movies. Like apart from Mad Max.
Okay,
being
their
a
vote is
police
on go
officer.
see Mad Max.
So-
My vote is on.
But you know what? Hey! If you've got the money, there's room for more than one good summer blockbuster right now.
Right.
I
Yeah, I
recommend
mean, this dude went to see Age of Ultron
this morning.
earlier today. Now tonight he's going to see
So,
Jurassic
you
World.
know, I'd say right now, I would see Mad Max first only because it's going to be out of theaters sooner.
Yeah, it's not gonna last much longer.
And then, if you haven't seen Avengers yet, what the hell?
Yeah, go see Avengers because it's.
And then go see this
It's
because
started coming out of
this
theaters.
is making all the money and it's going to be in theaters for a while.
Yeah.
But see it in theaters. Like, hell, even maybe 3D. I feel like 3D, if you can
This would
stomach
have
it.
been a good 3D movie.
If you can stomach it, there's a
Yeah.
lot of scenes where I feel like the 3D would have been good without being, like, intrusive.
And that may be what they were hoping to sell it on.
Yeah.
And that may have been why they didn't go as heavy on the story, which is what we would have preferred.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I don't know,
God,
I
3D
just-
movies are a plague on society.
So, okay,
like,
so-
normally, Jay, I'm with you, but I saw so many great opportunities for 3D.
The Chronosaurus jumping, the Ankylosaurus tail.
Yeah.
Don't tase me, bro. Raptor scene.
Okay, so you've heard from Stephen and me, Liliana, Jay. What really engaged you in the opening bits of the? What did you like?
In the opening bits?
Yeah, like
not
not
a
like.
damn thing.
Oh,
Thank you.
I'm sorry, no. I don't care. Literally,
get to the monster.
right up to the point to where the damn Indominus broke free, I was like, oh my god, this is fucking Godzilla again.
It's boring. Okay, Liliana.
I mean, back with the second Jurassic Park, even the third one. The second they got on that island, shit started happening.
Yeah.
Well, no, actually, that's what's kind of fascinating about
Now, I
the
can
first
understand
Jurassic
why
Park.
it took so long, because very large theme park that's actually open and operating.
Yeah.
That's kind of what's fascinating about the first Jurassic Park, and it did something that I haven't seen a movie do since Avatar, and Avatar has not aged well, is that up until the T-Rex scene, the first Jurassic Park is actually engaging you with wonder.
Mm-hmm.
It's engaging you with spectacle, with awe.
Right.
It shows you dinosaurs, but it shows you dinosaurs as a sort of moment instead
And
of
as-
ah, or
And as the
dinosaurs
nostalgia
kick
critic
ass.
said, it still holds up even today.
Oh, I agree.
And it's
I would-
just like the
I would
Star
say-
Wars
I would
movies. You
say-
show that to a little kid, he's gonna be
Yeah.
like awesome.
I don't
Jurassic
know,
Park
I
or
just-
Star Wars.
The first thing I really liked was just the beauty of the film, like where they were. They're in like what, Costa Rica area?
Mhm.
They're in the
So-
Central America, Costa
Yeah,
Rica
so
area.
you're immediately taken by the beauty of it, and then you know that you're going to see the dinosaurs later. And so one of the coolest scenes I thought was when you see like the safari, and they're like kind of basically driving through a bunch of dinosaurs. I think it's cool.
I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
I understand, the importance of keeping the theme park motif in the movie, but
Yeah, but
these things eventually are gonna freak out about the passing vehicles and like all the
Yeah.
kids and people like waving
Well,
at
I
them.
don't think so.
And
The
then
because
there's
they're
dinosaur-
raised into
The
it, though.
dinosaur riding petting zoo was a little much.
Yeah.
It was
They
cute.
had
I
a
would love to
petting
pet
zoo
little
that-
brontosaurus.
where little
Yes.
kids
Yep.
could ride baby triceratops
It
and
was
other
the
small
most
guys.
adorable thing.
That was when I left the theater.
Even those babies could kill you. All right, they're still very, very heavy.
Yeah, that was the point. I left the theater to get the drink because I needed caffeine at that point.
I thought it was good. I would definitely go see it.
I don't think it's a bad movie.
It's just yeah.
There are other movies that should be higher on the priority list.
Yes, absolutely.
the
Especially considering they're about to be out of
the-
theaters
the-
anyway.
The dinosaur action is excellent, but that's probably because we just don't have enough movies where dinosaurs kill things.
Yeah.
That needs to be a more common trope.
No, because then they'll overuse it like zombies.
Well,
I'm not tired of zombies yet. I'm tired of all the things that come around zombies, but the act of like shooting and killing zombies.
I
I'm
can't
still-
That
do
never goes
zombies
old.
anymore.
That never gets old.
I can do zombies until I die when it comes to video games, but movie or TV zombies, I can't do it because I'm always screaming at the people for being stupid. Z Nation, The Walking Dead,
But you know
28
what?
days
Z
later.
Nation is just so funny because it's such bad acting.
It's not
I
even the
told you
bad
she- I
acting,
told
the
you she
bad
wasn't, like, legit
CGI,
enjoying it.
just the utter stupidity of the entirety of the
it's-
script.
He was asking how you could enjoy Z Nation. I'm like, she's enjoying it ironically. She doesn't actually think it's good.
No, it's such bad acting that it's comical to watch.
I
Plus,
got
you know what?
through
They do really good makeup though on that show. I think.
First episode of Z Nation, and I was already
Good makeup
deciding
also.
I'm never going to watch
Or
the rest of this.
Face
Oh,
Off.
I have. Yeah. Well, Face Off is kind of.
And
people
feel
that
free
wanna
to
work
hate
on
if
The
you want,
Walking
Internet.
Dead.
The Walking Dead sucks.
You know what? I don't actually love The Walking Dead.
The Walking Dead
storyline,
games are
but I
excellent.
do love
Yeah, okay.
Oh no, the Walking Dead games
Yeah,
are fun.
The Walking Dead games by Telltale are fantastic. The show, like, I'm not gonna 100% agree with you. I enjoyed the show, but it's not really my thing. Like, I originally started watching it because I was playing a role.
Oh shit!
In a real zombie apocalypse, Daryl Dixon would be dead in
Was
seconds.
anyone else writing down the previews?
I only
I thought you
remember
did
like
that,
3
honey.
of
I
them.
did. I forgot to save it.
I remember 3 of
And then
them.
I turned my phone off. Okay, Jesus, there was the man on the wire
Yeah,
The
the
Walk.
walk,
That
based
Walk.
off that guy who walked
between the
trapeze
Twin
wire
Towers.
between the World Trade Center.
This preview we got for it actually gave us plot, so it's looking like it's going to be a heist movie. Like the plotting is going to be very heist movie.
We finally got to see
Except
something.
instead of stealing, they're just going to illegally walk across 2 buildings
Yeah.
on a wire and then not die.
Yeah.
Because that's how it actually went down. And if they change that, holy shit, they've got balls.
Yeah. And we had
there was the one where
There
the
was
guy
the
who
Martian, the guy who got left behind on Mars
Yeah.
because of a storm.
Okay,
that looked like a
looked
good
cool.
movie.
Had to survive 4 years. He started a damn very small crop area on a planet where nothing grows.
Yeah. That looks like it'll be a good movie. I'm excited for that one.
That Mark Wahlberg gets stranded on
That was Matt
Mars
Damon,
after-
not Mark
Matt
Wahlberg.
Damon
Matt
gets
Damon.
stranded on Mars after they have to abandon the Mars mission. Like the,
I'm sorry, I like Matt Damon, but don't you ever insult Mark Wahlberg like that.
and he has to stay on the planet because he got separated. And it takes 4 years to fly to Mars.
And he literally
Which is an improvement over
says
today.
he records a small message in the event he doesn't make it, but someone else manages to find the facility he's in. He says, in order for me to survive, I'm gonna have to science it up in here.
I'm gonna have to science the hell out of this.
Yeah. So that looks like it'll be a good movie.
That looks like it'll be fun. There
we
was
had
I can't remember what-
Minions.
the Minions
There was
movie.
Minions.
Whatever.
Minions movie is going to be funny, but I really don't know if it's going to be.
See, I never
There's
saw
gonna be
this.
no substance to it.
Yeah.
It's just gonna be
Yeah,
like
but
it's
it's
gonna be like
humor.
cotton candy.
It's more Minions jokes.
You see,
We don't
I never
need-
watched Despicable Me because I can't stand Steve Carell.
Yeah.
I do not understand what you got against that guy.
what
Okay,
else is
wait. Before
And
anyone
Ted.
goes on, there was the movie where the guy who played Gandhi gets his brain put into a younger body.
What was that?
I cannot remember what it was.
Selfless.
Selfless, yes.
Selfless.
Ryan Reynolds. I'm automatically
How about
in.
the guy who
When-
played frickin' Gandhi?
Well, the thing is more people will know who Ronald. Ryan
No,
is.
actually, the guy who played Gandhi is really.
Actually,
fucking
the
nice.
only thing that I saw that guy in was Ender's Game.
That you have seen him in. He is.
That I have seen
Believe me, he's been in a lot of movies.
I've seen him
That
more
I
than that, and I
remember
don't watch
seeing him
movies.
in. Let me put it like that.
I've seen him in more than that, and I don't watch
But
movies.
anyway, so he's like a super rich guy, and he's like, man, I don't want to die. And they're like, well, we can put your brain in another body. He's
No,
like,
I think there
okay.
was something wrong
And then
with
like,
him.
huh?
I said I think there was something wrong with him. Because you see him.
No,
in
he was
kind
just dying because he was old.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like maybe he didn't look old. old. Like his character didn't really scream like.
Well, anyway, they put him in a younger body, and like he goes and
Basically,
lives it up a little.
Maybe he was dying from something else.
It doesn't matter. That's not the point of the movie.
Yeah.
The point of the movie is they put him in another body, and then like the genetic memories. Because, god damn it, that is not a thing. Assassin's Creed, are you listening to me? Genetic memories are not a thing.
Well, you know,
Anyway.
they do have things where like people have like can remember.
But you
stuff
know what?
from the
You know what?
past life.
If they hadn't said even genetic memories, if they just said, well, there were the guy's original memories in the neurons,
Yeah.
that would have made way more sense, because that's a legit physical record.
Yeah.
But anyway, so like the guy's memories start coming back while he's in there, and like it turns into a big spy kind of like thriller thing. It kind of puts me in mind of Looper, as in like it's gonna be more of a straightforward action like thriller, but with like legit interesting sci-fi behind it.
What are you eating?
What are
Ice.
you eating? Oh, stop eating ice. That's bad for
Do you
your
have
teeth.
pica?
Huh?
Do you have pica?
It's a compulsion I've had since I was a child.
What is pica?
Pica is when you like need to constantly chew something. So actually, a lot of like cats will have that.
Possible. You have any idea how many packs of gum I have in my house?
You mean like an oral fixation?
Yeah. But like they have to be chewing something. So you'll see like a lot of people, like a lot of pregnant women actually will.
So, the other one that we saw was Ted 2, which I'd have to watch Ted 1 before I'd ever think of watching
It
Ted
looks
2.
I
dumb
refuse
as
to watch
shit.
either
You
of
use
them. Literally,
brain
all they
cells
do
to
is
watch it.
rehash Family Guy jokes that I've seen 1,000 times.
I don't know.
I never saw the first one.
You know what? I'm
Seth
willing...
MacFarlane, get new material or shut up.
You haven't seen Ted. You can't say it's the same jokes.
Yeah,
What
but
you
you
can-
really,
What
you
you
really only
can
need to
say
watch
is that the
5 minutes.
previews use the jokes from Family Guy.
Yeah.
You can say
That's
whoever...
all I need to see.
Well, okay, but what? Look, I'm willing to give Ted a chance.
Yeah, I'm willing to take a chance on it if I see the first one.
I think if Ted's on Netflix, I'll check it out when I
Yeah.
get the time.
Pretty sure it is.
It's not high on my to-do list, that's for sure.
Yeah, so...
Because, you know what, if Ted 1 was good, at least Ted 2 looks like it's not doing Ted again.
Yeah.
Ted at least looked like it had a point other than, like, whatever. Ted 2, if you like Ted 1, you'll probably see it.
Yeah.
We're going to test out Ted 1 before we even think about it. And the last
we'll
one
do it.
that we didn't actually see the preview for because we were a little
walked
late
in.
was a Tom Hanks 1945
but it
spy
looked
thriller.
good. Just the little.
I couldn't, we missed some context.
Yeah, we missed a lot for that one, so we couldn't tell you.
But it's Tom Hanks in a spy thriller. That could be good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Tom Hanks in a while.
I think the last thing I saw him in was Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Where he
Didn't
played
see
Disney.
that one.
I didn't see that one.
He played Walt Disney.
Oh, you know what, Steven? That is a movie you might actually really like.
Maybe.
Well,
No,
hold on.
it
We're forgetting
focuses
about the other
more
preview.
On
Max,
the backstory.
the one about the
of-
dog, the
Oh
marine
yeah,
dog.
they
Oh,
did
yeah.
Marley and Me, except this time with the military.
Oh my
yeah,
god,
it
that was
cute.
Marley and Me.
From the producer of Marley and Me.
Yeah, like that.
No, I was wondering where I heard that name from.
Yeah,
I was
that-
like,
yeah,
damn
that-
it, I can't figure this
They
out.
made a dog movie where the dog has post-traumatic stress disorder and,
Yeah, and
its handler. It's like, you know, what's that phrase Yahtzee used for describing Brothers of Tales of Two Sons? No time for emotional subtlety. Just pull out those heartstrings and start jamming away.
Yeah, so it doesn't look that great. I probably won't see it.
I mean, if
I
you
kind of want to see it, but like I feel like I'm gonna cry the entire time.
I'll
while
wait
I
till-
watch
again,
it.
yeah, no emotional subtlety. There's a dog, and its military
No,
handler
like, They
died.
have like post-traumatic stress disorder.
Exactly.
When it's, like,
It's-
when the
it's-
fireworks are going off, and the dog's like thinking it's gunfire.
Or it runs up to its owner's casket and
Right.
starts crying. Dogs do that.
Yeah, and it's
Dogs
so
are really
hard.
intelligent. People don't understand this.
And we're not impressed because we see the emotional manipulation.
Yeah.
You know what? I
And
can
we're not
appreciate
saying
that
it's
they are
like we're not
manipulating
saying
me.
it's
I
not
understand
real
that.
emotions. We just can see the people with the money and the purse strings being like, and then the dog has PTSD.
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, totally.
It's like that'll get them.
we're just operating on different frequencies here.
I
See,
mean,
I-
we
I
get
would
your
be
frequency. We
you know
understand your frequency on this movie. We just are not receiving that channel.
No. So yeah, I think that was it.
That was all we got. Jurassic World is fine. I have no like.
If you
It's
if you
good,
like the
go
others,
see it.
I have no major complaints.
Yeah, I mean,
just
if-
have a bunch of little ones. And
yeah,
nothing...
if you like the other Jurassic movies, go see this one. If you didn't, I wouldn't recommend it.
Where I sit is I had a bunch of nitpicks, and there wasn't really a lot to balance them out apart from good dinosaur action.
Yeah.
And
And
that's where I
I
am.
just think the CGI was great with that.
Maybe I'm like not remembering it right, but I feel like the CGI in the original Jurassic Park was better.
Really?
Well, also, when did you first see it?
But you know what? The
To
original.
be fair, it was a long time ago.
No, I mean, how old were you when you first saw it?
Jurassic
It was
Park? I saw it when
amazing.
it
Look
came
at
out.
everything you've seen since then.
See, that's the thing.
You're used to the technology now. Back
I
when
didn't-
you were a kid, you were like, holy crap.
Oh, okay.
But-
That was one thing I did want to say. I did find it a little annoying when they started playing the da 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 sweeping Jurassic Park music while they're flying over the park.
Oh,
I'm
well,
like,
hey, look at it like
this
this.
music should be reserved for dinosaurs.
Well, look at it like this. At least they brought back the original track. In Jurassic Park 3, they changed it.
True.
I know. Anyway,
So that made me happy
I'll
immediately.
put this together sometime.
Yeah.
Join us next time for Jesus.
Whatever
What's
we go
next on
to.
our list? Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, Star Wars, Force Awakens.
Star Wars is not till like December.
December.
It's
What
on
was it?
my
There was
list,
the thing
damn
you
it.
really wanted to see. Inside Out. That'll
Yeah.
probably
Yeah,
be the
we'll
next
probably
one.
see that one.
That'll probably be the next one. Bye.